Hey y'all, IrixGuy here, and within this video I'm going to demonstrate making waffles with my mini waffle maker. So you can expand this video's description and click the link there to find the mini waffle maker like I'm using, as well as the mix that I'm using for the waffles. So this is my first time doing this, so bear with me if things don't turn out perfectly. You know, I'll acknowledge that it wasn't. There's a blue light on the top of this zone. I'm going to wait for that to go off, and that'll tell me that it's time to go. This says to make 5 to 6 4-inch waffles, blend 3/4 cup of mix. So I'm going to get 3/4 cup of this mix. Okay, so there's 3/4 cup of mix. You can see right there, that's 3/4 of a cup. Put the mix in there. And then it says 3/4 cups of mix, 2/3 cups of water. So it's a 1/3 cup, so I'll do this 2 times to make 2/3. 1 and 2. So 2/3 cups of water. And then 1 1/3 tablespoon of oil. So I'm assuming, you know, I like olive oil, so I'm going to use olive oil. I'm just going to do this by. Okay, so that should be about right. I got that in there. And now it says, so really all I got to do is mix. So all I got to do is mix this up. I give me a little, I don't even have a mixing thing. I just got a little spoon here. So I'm going to mix this up in this metal bowl. Obviously, if you were using something nice that you were mixing in, you wouldn't want to use metal because you could scratch it. Okay, so now my mini waffle maker is ready. The light's gone off. So what I'm going to do is put, using my spoon, and you may want to use a bigger spoon than me, but just fill your mini waffle iron with your mix, making sure it, you know, doesn't overflow, but just making sure you got all the holes filled, which I do. So now I'm going to push this down, and this is where it's the first time doing this. So I'm going to try 1 minute, and then we'll see what the waffle looks like after 1 minute. That may be too long. You know, again, this is a matter of figuring out how this is going to work. Now, it did say to take the waffle out, you know, you don't want to use anything, you don't want to use metal that could scratch it. So I'm going to use this. This is just a little spatula that, you know, shouldn't scratch. I'm going to peek in there. Okay, it's still going. It's not quite like I like it. And you've probably got a certain degree of doneness that you like for your waffles. You know, maybe you want them more brown. Maybe you want them, you know, less brown. This hasn't turned brown yet. So, and it's been almost a minute. So this will be an interesting test. And I'm sure the type of mix you're using, you know, that could come into play, how long it may take. You know, also the type of oil. Are you using olive oil? Are you using vegetable oil? You know, there's a lot of factors that come into play. Okay, this is starting to turn slightly brown. It's been over a minute. It's been about 1 minute and 10 seconds. Let's see. Still not like I like it. I'll give about another 20 more seconds and then check. Okay, it's starting to get just like I like it. And then what we'll do with the next one, we'll do it without, lifting up and checking. Because this has been almost 2 minutes lifting and checking. Think about another 20 seconds. Okay, so that is what I'll refer to as a waffle that is slightly browned. So that's probably about 2 minutes and 20 seconds. I'm going to bring this over the camera so you can see it. But before I do, I'm going to load this up with my next waffle. Okay, so this one will go. We'll do it about 3 minutes. Why not? So while that's going, I'm going to bring this over and just show you. So this right here with the mini waffle maker, that was about 2 minutes and 20 seconds. This is very slightly browned, very lightly browned rather. It's cooked. It's on the softer side. If you want something with a firm, crunchy type texture, you're going to want to do it longer. Very good flavor. Very good. But again, this degree of doneness, this is almost doughy because I didn't really crisp it up. So this next one, we're going to see how it looks in comparison to this one. Obviously, I don't have any crunchiness to it. This waffle mix has a wonderful flavor, though. Get some syrup on these. It's gonna be on. I just had to peek in there. So yeah, this one quite a bit firmer. Now we're gonna do one really crispy. So this one we're gonna do for 4 minutes. And I'm going to come back when that 4-minute alarm hits. We're going to pull it out. But this other one I just did, just so you can kind of see it, this is more about three minutes. So you can see it's got more of a brownness to it. Awesome shape, man. I mean, this thing, when it says when it says mini waffle maker, I was thinking something skimpy and thin. I mean, this makes a substantial waffle. I mean, that's a good size, man. That is a good size. Get a handful of these, and I mean, you're talking about, you know, not having to buy pre-made waffles anymore. Just make your own, man. And this little thing's so small, when it cools down, it's, you know, very easy to store. Don't have to worry about taking up space. So this one right here was 4 minutes, and you can see how the 4-minute one is more browned. So again, a matter of personal preference. If you want it more brown, and you may even want it brown more than that. I mean, I don't know what your personal preference is. So I'm just gonna, for this first test, man, I'm just making a variety of different degrees of doneness. So I ate one waffle, and I'm making the final one now, and actually I kind of overloaded it. You can see the waffle mix pouring out the side of it. So that amount of mix will should make about 4 of the mini waffles, which, you know, for most people, 4 mini waffles is probably all you need. So we're gonna wait for this to come up, and then we're gonna finish this off with some syrup. So here's the final waffle after 4 minutes cooking. And this is the one that I kind of overfilled. But yeah, I mean, you can see, and obviously I ate one, but there's my 3 waffles. And what I'll do now is just unplug the waffle maker, and then I'll get some syrup. So now I'll just get some syrup and put on it. These would be really good with some fancy maple syrup, but because of the current times, I'm working with what I got, man. So I just got I've got some basic syrup here. There's my finished product. If I had some eggs and bacon, it'd go good with it. But let's see what they taste like. And again, this is my first time eating. Oh, well, I ate the first waffle by itself and it was very tasty, but this is my first time eating a waffle I've made myself with a mini waffle maker. You know, you buy those frozen waffles, nothing wrong with them. I mean, they're good, but when you eat these, you just have a freshness. Super good. And don't let the word mini fool you, man. Because mini, I mean, these are good sized waffles. Again, expand this video's description and then click the link there and you can find where to order the mini waffle maker, the waffle mix like I used, and then also the oil. So tell me what you think.
within the comment section below. And be sure to subscribe. It's youtube.com/IrixGuy. And ring that bell icon when you do, and that'll notify you whenever I post another video. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day.
Hey y'all, Captain IrixGuy here. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to subscribe. It's youtube.com/IrixGuy. And ring that bell icon when you do to be notified whenever I post another video. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day.